war seine 7. Platz, rollt dann die Boxen.
BMW captured both the manufacturers and the drivers' titles in the 1993 championship. Steve Soper and Joe Winkelhock taking full advantage of the high level of professionalism brought to the task by the Schnitzer team. Winkelhock racing to a string of victories that assured him of the championship. The Schnitzer team had already done enough to guarantee the BMW celebrations.
Hello and welcome. Very excited to be presenting this E36 M3 track car. No, it is not an E36 M3 lookalike. It is a real E36 M3 converted into a race car. Happens to be the sedan, which I think is extra cool. And the build is just as tasteful as can be. It's done by Munich Motorsports for a gentleman who is our client that we're selling the car on behalf of out of New Jersey. And yeah, I'd love to tell you all about it. We'll do a quick walk around and some track footage. Special thanks to Light Rock Park for letting us off the track to film. And yeah, let's hop right in. So it's a Cosmos Black E36 M3 sedan. It's a 5-speed, and it's got 126, I believe, thousand miles. Fresh engine rebuild. And lots of gizmos that do that. So to enjoy, give you some extra speed and shave a little bit of time off your lap time. So starting up front with the walk around, we've got a little bit of scuffing on the BMW badge, a little bit of creasing in the German flag stripe here. Various, abrasions on the hood and whatnot, but no dents, and no really bad dings or scratches. I mean, you definitely have some racing marks here and here, but you do also get the really cool ventilated hood in addition to these quick up hood pins there. Very nice touch. You get a yellow tint on your headlights, which I think is sweet. Again, just a couple more abrasions in various places. This is zip tied. Same with this side. But overall, the front end of the car is in pretty good shape. A little bit of a rub here. But yeah, not too bad. There's, the chicken wire here, which is indented, but overall in good shape. You get the Jaeger branding, Jaeger livery, which is pretty cool. Not a full livery, but a nice tribute to the Jaeger car. You get these AJ Hartman Aero dive planes in addition to this massive wood front splitter. So the splitter being wood makes it easy, doesn't take away from its functionality, and it doesn't make it too much heavier versus like a carbon or metal component or plastic. It's just easier to repair or replace being wood. So now coming around to the driver's side, a little bit of a rub here, little bit of rubbing here, but you do get these nice flared arches. Castrol sticker here. The car is stickered very well. The glass looks good. It's like it's almost like a Rain-X or like an oil solution. I'm assuming to be water. But overall, the glass is good. There is a crack on the passenger side before we go over, and apologies, it's very windy today. BF Goodrich little decal up here, and I love again the livery on the car. A little bit of an indent here that's hidden by the Jaeger sticker. Very small, but still there, and obviously a little bit of deformation on this panel here, but overall looks good. A little more deformation here, very mild, but definitely some. And the paint overall is good. The Cosmos Black paint looks good. You also do get this really nice big brake kit, and a nice set. I think they're Apex wheels. I will double check. But yeah, overall very nice. The driver's side front door looks good. Still functions with the normal door handle. All good there. The M3 trim in good shape. And then the lower side cladding also in good shape. You do have some scratches all along, minor stuff, nothing crazy. Little bit of an indent here on this door, it would seem, maybe an impact here. Just rubbing is racing, so these things do happen. But overall, rear driver door looks good, glass looks good, roof looks good. You also have this carbon roof insert here. And then your aim, I think this is a transponder or receiver, whatever it may be. So coming around to the driver rear quarter, wow, it's cold and windy today, so please forgive me for switching. Glass looks good, trim and ceiling looks good. There's a little bit of, hairline scratching all along here in select areas, and also along the flare there. Wheel, tire, and brakes look good. Those look like the stock rear brakes. So just a standard setup there. You also get this swan neck wing here, which is a great touch. Very big. I'm sure provides a considerable amount of downforce at speed. And yeah, for the rear quarter behind the wheel, we have a little bit of scraping just on this lower panel. You get an MK Motorsports. I believe that would be the brand of the diffuser, which is in good shape. Some of the vanes are just a little bent, but nothing substantial. It presents very well. And then you get the single exit exhaust with the tow hook here. It's in the GTS German Touring Series with NASA, and yeah, the rear end looks quite good. Little bit of abrasion here, a little tiny bit of abrasion here and there, but overall presents very, very well. One more here, but again, nothing too substantial, and the wing itself is in good shape. It doesn't flex too much. I mean, it's got, a little bit of flexibility, but it is definitely on there, nice and sturdy. Rear glass looks good, and now we find ourselves on the rear passenger side. So yeah, Cosmos Black paint looks great. We've got some pretty heavy sunlight now. The passenger side looks very good. Obviously, your fuel door goes to nothing here because we've just got the fuel cell in the rear. Little bit more slight abrasion behind this rear passenger tire, but the diffuser looks good. This upper quarter panel looks great. Same with the fender flare, same with the wheel and tire. Of course, the stock setup on rear. As far as braking goes, glass looks good. Rear passenger door also looks good. And again, all your doors function normally, even though the door cards have been removed. So that's always good. You have your cladding here. No abrasions on this passenger rear door here. Lower skirts look good. You got a little bit of a nick here, but nothing too crazy. Now coming up to the passenger side front door looks good. No impacts that I'm seeing. It's mainly the right side that's got just a couple of rubs here and there. Mild panel deformation. And yeah, roof looks great. Now there is a crack in the glass here. On the windshield, it goes from here to that there, but hasn't grown as we've had the car running. Actually, there is another one running from there through there. But again, overall, the windshield is in very good shape. The visibility is fine. That stuff. Mirrors look good, and then yeah, you got these. It's a square setup as far as the tires are concerned, so it's 255s all around. It's 255s all around, square setup, and then of course you get the big brake kit up front. And yeah, the passenger side of the front end looks very good. Passenger side as a whole looks very good. So now we'll head around to the interior. So as far as the interior is concerned, first things first, all the door cards are removed, but the door little lever still works as it should. You can get in and out easily. Welded full cage in this car with cage mesh on both sides of the driver's head. Original dashboard is for the most part still intact, but you do have the multifunction button layout just above the shifter there with the push to start button, and you do have a cutout on the lower passenger side, which we'll go over. Obviously the lower part of the dash is removed. You've got a lot of exposed wiring, but overall looks very, very well done. Extended gas pedal and just a little floor grip there, floor pan reinforcement, it would seem. You get the OMP HT3 or HTER 400 racing seat, which I will say is very comfortable as far as racing seats go, with a 5-point harness as well. So yeah, as far as the driver's seat goes, you're very, very safe here. Everything feels very well put together. Everything's fastened as it should be, and overall in great shape. The quality of the build feels really good. So you also get the OMP removable steering wheel and an AIM MXL2 digital dash system. So now we'll head around to the driver side rear passenger, which not a whole lot to see. Rear seat is removed. You have the cage that extends obviously to the rear, welded in, and yeah, not much to see back here. We'll head around to the trunk, show off the fuel cell. So here is your ATL fuel cell. I think it's an ATL fuel cell. So it's fastened in there with foam and also braced in with multiple metal braces there. You got your battery, nice and simple. Trunk strut brace, rear strut brace as well. A Megan Racing, and then braided lines here, of course. So now for the passenger rear. Also in nice shape. Not much to see, and again, all the doors function as they should, even without their door cards. And last but not least, for the interior, then we'll head around to that glorious S52, one of my favorite engines of all time. You've got, sorry, there's some equipment here. Got a my Lime Rock cup. Same thing, door cards out, and neither of the front doors have their windows in them. You also get a Recaro passenger seat here, either for a passenger or for an instructor. You get a fire extinguisher for fire suppression. You get an AKG chassis mounted short throw shifter, a triple width mirror. You can see the button layout there, very nice. And then lastly, the kill switch on the passenger side of the dashboard. So lastly, we will head around to the S52, my favorite. So you got your quick release hood pins here. Sit flush. I believe this is a oil catch can, but not too many modifications as far as the engine goes. A little bit of additional cooling here. You have a intake with a Samco custom hose or fitting there, and yeah, you do have an adjustable suspension setup, adjustable rebound there, and yeah, it is its original color. It's Cosmo Black, and yeah, pretty stout engine bay here. I love the S52 because, you know, with a slightly lower red line as compared to the 54, a little less stress on the engine. I also believe it's slightly lower compression, and there is a compression limit. I think it's 14:1 is the limit for the NASA GTS2 series, as stated in the comments. I might be wrong with my figure there, but there is a compression limit, so we know that this is at a certain compression. So yeah, overall, really, really nice turnkey track car, very thoughtful build. It's been well used and well loved and campaigned successfully. So yeah, I absolutely think that that someone's going to be quite happy with this. And again, special thanks to Lime Rock for letting us use the track to film it. They've been a wonderful neighbor to us, and yeah, can't thank them enough. So someone is going to go home with a lovely car, and we are looking forward to speaking to the winning bidder and enjoying the rest of the auction throughout the week. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. This one's been a blast.